To review the alignment of data in a cell, I've opened up Eat Cake Sales Forecast number 2. If you take a look at the top up here. I've already opened it up, and I just want you to do the same if you'd like to follow along. The reason I've done this is this particular spreadsheet now has a little bit larger area here in row number 2 to show you how the alignment is so easily done and to just make it pop for you a little bit more. You highlight the row or the cell that you'd like to identify, in this case, and you go up to your alignment group here. Right now, if you take a look at the buttons that are highlighted in the alignment group, I am aligning this to be in the center of this particular cell or middle aligned, as well as in the center of the cells. If I'd like to change any of that alignment, I simply click on a button. So let's see if I'd like to place it at the top of the cell. What does that do? So I click on the top and it pops the information right up to the top. If I click on the bottom alignment, it moves it right down to the bottom of the cell. Let's bring it back to the middle. The alignment area here will move the text either to the right, middle, or left of the screen. So if I click on the first button, it moves over to the left. If I click it over to the far right column, it moves it justified to the right. And if I go back, moves it back to the middle of the area. There's other buttons that you see in this area. There's some really interesting orientation button here. If I click on that and I click angle counterclockwise, it rotates and angles my information. So for those of you that are more creatively bent, you may want to use something like that in some of your formatting options. The buttons below here will push the information ever so slightly. So it's going to increase or decrease your indent. And this is just kind of like tabbing the information throughout the cell. Let me just move it back to the center again. The final 2 options in here will allow you to merge and center information across several cells. And this is how, even though the information is entered in cell A2, it's presented in the middle of this area here. And that's just by merge and centering across the cells. To see how that's done, I'm simply going to remove that option. And it puts the information back in cell A2 where I input it. I select A2. I go merge and center, and it pulls the information and centers it nicely across all of the cells of my table. That's a really wonderful, easy way to make your spreadsheets look very professional. And for those of you that have worked in Excel before, this was something that used to take hours to achieve. It's kind of nice that now it's just a click of 2 buttons. This particular cell up here allows you to wrap text. And you'll see an example in the pop-up window that comes up that allows you to make all your content visible, and it automatically increases the width of the row so that the information is there. And again, this is something that's very, very easy to do, especially if you have combinations of data in your spreadsheet so that you'd like to just show the information that's included in every cell. So as you can see, the alignment options in Microsoft 2007 are very, very powerful and very easy to use. Next, we're going to take a look at some of the formatting options to create the table that you see below.